is this? What are we doing? Is this an allegory? Fuck! Hi, welcome back to Amazon of the Base with the Fellowship of Galadriel, the most expensive show on the planet that's kinda going nowhere? Alright, so I procrastinated this enough because this show is as dull as a fucking lead knife. So let's get into it. My favorite part of the week. Shut up. We're back at Numenor where the Queen is holding the weekly mothers meeting because of reasons. And very early on we get another sample of what a $1 billion screenplay can offer.
Sometimes our island just needs a stretch.
Outstanding. So what we're seeing is the fall of Numenor, where the Valar literally folded the planet into a ball and sank the island, and I love that this is the face of Miriel while watching that wave come at her. And she only reacts before it hits. But of course this is only a flashback. I love that he reacted just at the end.
What business would you begin with?
Breakfast? And we switch to the plaza where the beaten up guildsman from the last episode is rounding out the people in protest of Galadriel. Made Up Sister is also there because we need feminine energy. Unimportant character fetching Farsal in the market, and again, $1 billion script, who lets him know that there's problem brewing in the plaza.
Only trying to be clever.
Cleverness to men of small ambition. I'd much rather it if you were wise.
Being clever and being wise. So as the politician he is, Farsal managed to turn this crowd around. Man, he almost sounds like he's the king.
Drinks all round!
You're not in a bar, man. And where the fuck did the drinks come from? Anyways, he turns the crowd around and an unimportant character, who happens to be Farsal's son, tries to flirt with the made-up sister in a scene that not only adds nothing to the story, but also is weird as shit. I don't care, mate. Show me. Oh, okay. So Gal and the Queen are going over the discoveries that Gal made and the idea of going to the Southland to help Hal's people.
His people.
Oof, close. Because apparently, and I missed this in the last episode, Hal is actually the king of the Southland. Yeah, stupid, I know. This guy.
I suppose Elendil here is a runic emperor.
Petty lord, actually.
Don't listen to her, Lendil, you're the only one properly cast here.
What do you mean, backing?
Oh shit.
This audience has ended.
Did she just reject Galadriel? Oh no, not the heavy breathing. Oh, here we go.
That I might present my proposal to one who holds the authority to answer it.
Lady Galadriel, that is quite
And with
enough.
what authority do you speak, Elf? You a castaway, grasping for a handhold in a tempest.
There is a tempest in me.
Oh, let me add that to the list of stupid shit said by Galadriel. There's a tempest in me. You know what? I'm gonna turn that into a constipation ad.
You a castaway, grasping for a handhold in a tempest.
There is a tempest in me.
Dukalax.
Oof, fire encounter, I know. I feel like the show would move quicker without so much dick measuring or whatever the female equivalent is. Right, so this part is basically a carbon copy of the last episode. Only difference is that Isildur not only gets himself expelled from the Navy, but also gets his friends expelled as well. Because if this show teaches us something, is that self-interest will always come first.
Yeah, same old Isil walking away. Isil!
Isil? God, this show is so dumb. Adar has been doing jiu-jitsu. Eve's a fat as fuck, dude. Right, back to Arondir. So we finally meet Adar, who is an elf, and this part of the show honestly bewilders me. So this orc is dying, obviously. I'll play the dying sounds. Right, and Adar looks into his eyes and mercy kills him. So I'm supposed to feel sorry for the orc? The orcs. One of the most despicable and evil creatures of all of Middle-earth. Servants of Sauron and literally created by the hate of Morgoth for the creations of Ilúvatar by kidnapping elves and torturing them. The orcs. I'm supposed to feel bad for them. You see, this is why no one likes your fucking show. This is... What the fuck is this? What are we doing? Is this an allegory? Am I supposed to feel bad for, like, politicians next? Fuck! Fuck! Sorry for that. Oh, fuck. I should end the video here. Alright, what's next? His name was Robert Paulson. But Adar has a chat with Arondir and tells him to send a message to the people of the Southlands. Speaking of the people of the Southlands, after running into the watchtower, Brewing faces the problem of not having enough food to feed the people. Probably should have thought of that while packing before going into the watchtower, but we need obvious and easy avoidable problems to carry this story. Theo, as usual, is a prick to his mom, and in his rebelliousness he decides to take Slim Jim to get food from the town. In broad daylight, which is a great plan, because that means no orcs, right? He gets attacked by an orc and the magic sword comes into play to save Theo, who hides in a well. Now to Elrond and Grandma Brimbor, who does nothing this episode but to shift the attention of Elrond to Durin. So he meets Tisa, and we hear her kids sing in the back. You're gonna love this. And while talking to Disa, Elrond detects some tomfoolery going on. Can you tell by my face how invested I am in this show? Oh, do you remember that good elf hearing? So Elrond eavesdrops on Disa and Durin speaking about secret stuff in a wide open space, knowing full well that Elrond could potentially listen if he was around. And how convenient that this works now, but not for the elves of the Watchtower who had thousands of orcs digging trenches right next to them. Anyways, Elrond finds the mine, and this is how he unlocks it.
Rich crown, kiss the stone, polish your gems and gold.
What? That's so dumb, bro. So Durin confronts Elrond about coming for the mithril, and he swears he didn't know anything about it. Durin, believing him, tells him about it and the fact that it's so dangerous to mine, which is why his father keeps it so quiet. And as he says that, the mine collapses. Back to the made-up sister that's here to add feminine energy to the show, like we didn't have enough already. Please don't tell me the son of Pharazôn is gonna show up at the corner. Yep. This fucking scream is as predictable as... oh my god. To keep it short, Rich Boy invites the made-up sisters to dinner. Why do I care about this? That's the thing, you don't. Moving on. So Hal and Gal are talking in their cells, and Hal points out the fact that something that Gal did made the Queen angry, all while using horse references.
See what happens when you stop galloping. And you give yourself a moment to think.
Cease comparing me to a horse.
But I thought you loved horses. And around the corner comes Pharazôn to inform Gal that she's off the island. And we get this amazing scene.
I wouldn't advise that.
I can't very well let her leave.
You could.
Girl power, am I right? I mean, she took down 4 Númenórean men that are twice her size. You know what? Fuck it. And what's next? Made-up sister meets with Isildur, who tells him he got expelled, and... oh man, we cut to Galadriel, Assassin's Creed her way into a tower. What is this fucking chick made of? And she meets Muriel in the tower next to her dad, waiting for her. And she has the killing eyes on her. A bit of discrepancy between her father and her. I don't want to point that out, but you know, just a bit of contrast. Mir and Gal proceed to a very enticing conversation. Oh, and then the Palantir. So Gal sees the future of the island, and Muriel explains the prophecy that Gal being in the island will bring along the fall of Númenor. And Gal makes a final attempt of convincing Muriel of joining her cause. And she gets rejected yet again. Theo makes an attempt to escape and succeeds, because for plot's sakes we need the orcs to not be able to smell him or see him at close distance. He grabs a bag of grain, because of course, if you're fleeing for your life, carrying an open bag of grain that will easily be traceable is a very wise idea. But around the corner, an orc finally finds him, and... Deus Ex Machina, huh?
Swiftly, lad.
They are coming.
So they start fleeing through the forest, and the orcs giving their best stormtrooper performance, and they miss literally everyone until they make it to the clearing and the sun comes out, and the orcs stop in their tracks. You got archers, you can shoot them, and they do shoot them, but they miss because they suck. So back to Casa Doom, Disa and the choir are singing to the rocks, and I'll mute the audio and let you guess just by my reaction how good the singing is. The dirt is always right. Yeah, so Durin comes around the corner after saving all the miners, and he's angry about his dad shutting down the mine.
Cool's eventually cool.
Well, sometimes I wish they wouldn't.
$1 billion script reaction. In an attempt to calm him down, Elrond tells the story of his father to Durin.
So great were his deeds, that the Valar lifted him beyond the bounds of this world, to forever carry the evening star across the sky.
Okay, weird flex, and somehow that manages to calm him down, and Durin goes to his father, who tells him that he's not angry at him and believes the elves are hiding their intentions, so Durin will go to Lindon to learn more about that. Back in the tower, these two are back together being cringe and shit, and Arondir tells her that Adar will kill them unless they surrender to him. Theo's magical sword is magically short again, and the owner of the barn gets all weird on him.
By his master's own hand, the beautiful servant, he was lost, but shall return. Have you heard of him, lad? Have you heard of Sauron?
Yeah, more foreshadowing. In the final part of the episode, Galadriel gets on a boat to leave Numenor. Elendil wishes her good luck, but before she's truly gone, Pharazôn and Miriel see the leaves of the white tree falling on them, which apparently is a sign of the gods telling them that something's wrong. That alone makes her completely change her mind and call people to join the war efforts. That she's also going, by the way, because girl power. And speaking of girl power, we're bringing men and women into it. Doesn't matter who, as long as you want to join, you can do it. Everybody raise your hands.
Sons and daughters from across fair Numenor. Who is willing?
I will serve.
You can't because you've been dismissed. But that doesn't matter now, does it? Oh, I'm more confused than ever, man. What the fuck? I don't get it. Why you have to be like that? Yeah, I have no idea what's going on. I know the story, but I left this episode with less information of what I came in with. See, that's why Edgerunner was so good. I would leave those episodes knowing something or feeling something at least, but here is almost mind-numbing. And even the critics are falling into that realization that this show makes no fucking sense. The orc part in the middle just takes the fucking cake. That really puts them on the spot that they have no fucking idea what they're doing. Galadriel, of course, being an absolute menace and getting exactly what she wants, because that's what being incredibly annoying gets you. We're halfway there though. 4 more episodes until this shit gets cancelled out of existence and we can go back to watching good TV shows. Speaking of good TV shows, if you haven't seen it, go watch the video that I made on Edgerunners. It's really good. And if you watch this far into the video, leave us a like, let me know in the comments below, as per tradition, your best Rings of Power meme. I know this episode gave us a lot of material to work with. And with that being said, I've been Nacho, hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.